In many homes across India, there is a quiet shift that happens after 60. Mornings that once began with a brisk walk to the temple or a cheerful trip to the market now start slower. The legs feel heavier, the knees speak in whispers of discomfort, and sometimes, just walking to the front gate feels like a mountain climb. There's a time when movement felt like freedom, but now, many elders find themselves sitting more, moving less, and wondering quietly, is this just age catching up? Let me tell you this, it is not a weakness. It is your body's gentle way of asking for a new kind of care. You do not need to walk far, run fast, or lift weights. What you need is the right kind of movement. Gentle, mindful, and made for your stage of life. In today's video, we will explore 5 simple exercises. Each one can be done at home, no equipment, no risk. And each one has helped countless elders across India feel stronger, steadier, and more confident. One of these 5 might be the very reason you stand taller next week or feel safer walking to the kitchen. So please, stay with me till the end. And if something in this video touches your heart, I invite you to share your thoughts or simply type the word HOPE in the comments. Because this journey is not just about movement, it's about rediscovering strength in small steps and dignity in every rise. Let us begin. As the body ages, it begins to speak in a softer language. Muscles that once moved with ease begin to shrink in a process called muscle atrophy. This is natural, but if left unaddressed, it leads to slower steps, shakier balance, and a growing fear of falling. The knees, once cushioned by healthy cartilage, start to feel the friction of bone meeting bone, ligaments loosen, circulation slows, and with every missed walk or skipped stretch, the body adjusts by stiffening further. Think of your legs like an old bicycle. The frame is strong, but the chain needs oiling. Without motion, the parts grow stiff. And when stiffness sets in, the confidence to move fades quietly. But here's the good news. According to the World Health Organization, just 15 minutes of targeted movement per day can reduce the risk of falls in seniors by up to 47%. That's right, you don't need hours in a gym. You don't need complicated routines. All you need are a few gentle exercises, done regularly, to keep your legs alive, your joints supported, and your spirit lifted. In the next sections, we'll explore 5 such exercises, each chosen carefully to suit aging bodies, and each one a small step toward reclaiming your freedom of movement. 1. Seated marching. Let's begin with a movement that feels almost like a quiet drumbeat. Seated marching. This story comes from a grandmother in Chennai, 72 years old. After her knee surgery, she was afraid to stand, fearing another fall. But her doctor suggested something simple. Sit, lift, lower, one leg at a time. And so she began, 10 minutes every morning, seated on her favorite wooden chair by the window. Within a month, she no longer feared the short walk to her garden. She smiled, saying, "My legs remembered how to move." Seated marching is gentle but powerful. It activates the thighs, knees, and hips. It improves blood flow and gently awakens the nerves in your legs. There's no risk of falling, no pressure on your spine. To begin, sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat. Breathe in. As you exhale, lift your left knee about 10-15 cm. Hold for a second, then lower it gently. Now, switch to your right. Repeat 10-15 times per leg. Start small. Even 6 repetitions is a great beginning. This movement may look simple, but it tells your legs you are still strong, and slowly they begin to believe it again. 2. Ankle pumps and circles. Now let's move down to your feet, the quiet foundation of every step. In Jaipur, an elderly man once shared how his ankles felt tight every morning and his slippers became harder to wear by evening. He thought it was just age, but his doctor showed him one thing. His feet needed movement, not rest. Ankle pumps and circles are small, invisible heroes. They look simple, but they quietly improve blood circulation, reduce swelling, and soften the stiffness that builds up with time. To begin, sit comfortably or lie down. Stretch your legs out in front. Slowly pull your toes toward your face. Feel the stretch in your calves. Hold for 2 seconds. Then push your toes away as if pressing a car pedal. Hold again. Do this 15 to 20 times. Next, lift one foot slightly. Begin slow ankle circles. 10 times clockwise, 10 times counterclockwise. Then switch to the other foot. Do this once in the morning, once in the evening, especially after sitting for a long time. And remember, you can do this while sipping tea, watching TV, or resting in bed. Your ankles carry your weight every day. With a few quiet movements, you give them the attention they silently ask for, and in return, they carry you forward, steadier and stronger. 3. Wall push-up. Strength doesn't always come from the legs. Sometimes it begins in the arms, the chest, and the shoulders. The parts that hold us upright, catch us if we slip, and help us carry life's little weights. A retired teacher from Nagpur, 68, once felt she couldn't lift her shopping bag anymore. Her arms felt weak, her back ached after standing too long, but then she discovered the wall push-up. 2 months later, she walked to the market again, with her bag in hand, and pride in her step. Wall push-ups are a safer, gentler version of regular push-ups, designed especially for older adults. They strengthen the upper body, improve posture, and reduce the risk of falls. Here's how to begin. Stand about 2 feet away from a plain wall. Place your palms flat against it at shoulder level. Keep your elbows slightly bent. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your elbows slowly, bringing your chest gently toward the wall, like leaning in to smell a rose. Stop just before your nose touches the wall. Then push back using your arms. Breathe out as you return. Repeat 10-15 times. Take rest between sets. Even 1 round a day is enough to build strength gradually. Your arms, shoulders, and upper back work together to support your balance. And with each gentle push, you remind them, I still have the strength to carry my life on my own terms. 4. Chair sit to stand. The simple act of standing from a chair, something we do countless times a day, can quietly become difficult after 60. You may notice yourself leaning heavily on your hands or asking someone nearby for support. But here's the truth. Standing up is not just a movement. It is a message to your body that says, I am still in charge. A grandmother in Surat, 74, had avoided sitting on the floor for puja for nearly 2 years. Her knees felt weak, but after doing chair sit-to-stand exercises daily for a month, she smiled again. Because she could sit and stand on her own. This exercise builds the muscles of your thighs, hips, and core, the ones responsible for lifting you with control and confidence. To begin, sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, knees bent at 90 degrees. Place your hands across your chest or lightly on your thighs. Keep your back straight. Now breathe in. As you exhale, press through your heels, engage your thighs, and slowly rise to a standing position. Hold for a moment. Then gently lower yourself back down with control, not a fall. Repeat this 8-10 times. You can use the edge of a table for support at first or place a cushion on the chair to make it higher. This one simple habit, when done regularly, can mean the difference between needing help and feeling proud that you don't. Because every time you rise in strength, in spirit, and in self-respect. 5. Side leg raises. Balance is something we often don't notice until it begins to fade. You stand and feel unsteady. You turn and your step feels unsure. But balance is not a lost gift. It is a skill that can be gently renewed. Side leg raises are designed to do exactly that. They strengthen the outer hips, stabilize your pelvis, and bring back control in your steps. A gentleman in Kochi, 70, once feared stepping onto buses. His foot dragged slightly and he nearly stumbled at the temple stairs. But after 2 months of daily side leg raises, he walked with steady pride and climbed the bus without hesitation. Here's how you begin. Stand behind a sturdy chair. Hold the backrest gently. Keep your feet shoulder-width apart. Now, slowly lift your right leg to the side, just 12 to 15 Cs. No swinging, no leaning. Hold for a second, then bring it down. Repeat on the left side. Do 10-12 times per leg. Keep your gaze forward. If balance feels shaky, stand near a wall for support. Do this in a well-lit room, with no rugs or items near your feet. This movement is not about lifting high. It is about control, about reminding your legs, you are still strong, you still know the way. And over time, as your hips grow firmer and your steps steadier, you'll find yourself moving not just with strength, but with quiet confidence once again. My dear friend, today we spoke not only of exercises, but of dignity, self-trust, and the quiet strength that still lives in your body. These 5 movements are more than physical steps. They are gentle acts of self-care. Each lift, each stretch, each breath tells your body, I am still here and I still care. If one of these exercises brings comfort to your legs, warmth to your heart, or confidence to your steps, then today's time together was meaningful. I invite you to share this video with a loved one, a neighbor, a friend, a sibling, because sometimes all it takes to change a life is a small nudge, a little encouragement, a whisper of you can. And if you felt inspired, I would love to hear from you. Please write a comment below. Even a simple word like hope can brighten another soul's journey. Until next time, may your legs feel lighter, your smile stay brighter, and your days move with ease and grace.